you change characters. If you want the world to remember your name, keep it off a t-shirt and just switch up your lane. Years change when your drive is to be better than the competition. Keep your ambition, fuck the world as we switch in positions. Maybe afraid to take a loss. It's a part of the cost. So hard you gotta
It's dropping the track. Police when niggas robbing and bitch. No paparazzi. The whole hood rock when they hear this on the street.
I remember I first started DJing. Pop told me that I needed to get a real job. What we call boss up.
I grew A fucking screw.
Follow the throne. It's the move.
To the game. Twist my finger. And fucking through. What? Fucking through on the block. Just. They can't. Girl, to remember your name, keep it off a t-shirt. Then just switch up your lane. The gears change when you're driving. As we switch in position.
They gon' say you change when you level up. What the bosses view. I had a talk. Hustle harder with persistence, just what niggas missing. You waiting, it ain't coming. Day of the visit, pull up, under pressure, boss up in moments, big red and butter was awesome. They come out the wind, back on my grind again. They got to give me mine. You got to reach the finish time, and I ain't scared of that, cause I'm ahead of that. Knowing I can't take everybody where I'm headed at. Start from the bottom, hard work. They gon' say you change when you level up. Sometimes when you on the grind, gotta leave all things behind and do what bosses got to sacrifice. You wanna move like bosses. Wow. All right. School of Universal Practical Knowledge started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, back in 1969, under commanding General Yana, the precinct officer Chaazaqthamar, ISUPK, Jacksonville, Florida. If you in Duval, we in the Brentwood Library for about another hour or so. All right. Monday night scripture breakdown, Truth 101, the basics of everything that you need to know. In the truth, right here, broadcasting on the ISUPK Duval page on YouTube, ISUPK Florida page on YouTube, Bigo Live, Facebook, No Cowards Florida, Facebook. We everywhere you need to be. Where the hell are you? That's, I mean, we where we need to be. Where the hell are you? We got some major things coming up. Y'all make sure y'all out there. I think it's like a week and a half. The whole all of Israel gonna be in Nashville for the Blackout Cookout. I think that's what they calling it, the Blackout Cookout in Nashville. All the Akim, all the sisters gonna be out there. Make sure y'all stop by, get a plate. I know y'all don't want to eat none of this truth. I know y'all want to eat the scroll, like he told Ezekiel. But just get a free plate of food and say shalom to the brothers and sisters that put in this work. This is for the public. If all Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians can stop by, get some free food, meet the brothers and sisters that put in this work. Nashville, I think it's, it just happened to land on the 4th. Is it the 4th? It might be. I know the whole weekend, the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, they're gonna have General Muhammad out there doing a class. They got some other things, events going on too as well. If I'm not mistaken, they're gonna do an expungement. A couple of things going on, so make sure you get out that way. Anyways, we're gonna get into is Hebrews chapter 5 and 12. Sis, you got any questions? All right, anybody got any questions? Just go ahead and put them in the chat. We'll try to get to them in a timely manner. Go ahead and throw them in the chat. I'll try to get to them. All right. What's going on, Corey? Finna kick me out again. Let's see backstage. Somebody backstage. Let's see what else. If I can see, then we. Yeah. All right, we'll see where we go from here. I don't know. I'm gonna try it. Let's see what's going on. Once again, we're gonna start at Hebrews 5:12, and we'll move forward. If it cut off on now, trying to figure out why we don't know nothing about God and don't know nothing about the Bible and don't know, it's because they didn't care nothing about fixing the people. They ain't caring about the community. They ain't caring about they cared about their belly, and they cared about how many women they can get in these churches. And now it's gonna stand up and do the right thing even when ain't nobody watching. And those type of people are few and but the type of people that come into the ISUPK, right? You do have some people that try to come in and pretend going on, but eventually they'll be sorted out. It's like they'll be weeded out. It's a hard job to serve God, especially if you don't have the Holy Spirit. The only way you can do this is Ezekiel 36 and 27. This is one of the scriptures I pulled out. It's one of my favorite. Chapter verse 9. Hosea 1 and 9. A lot. Let me see if I can get.
This is the boy mine. For ye are not my people, and I will not be your God.
So this was a time where we pissed the Most High doing the same thing. He will forgive us again. We'll go right back to doing the same thing. So the Most High said, call his name Lo and Ma, meaning no people. No people. Before you are not my people, and I will not be your God. Go to verse 10.
Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered.
So even though you ain't my people, the numbers of the children of Israel ain't gonna dwindle. You ain't going down. You should be as the sand of the sea. This is a promise he made to Abraham. So now that promise still stands, right? Even though we ain't his people, he's still gonna be at the sand of the sea. Keep going.
And it shall come to pass that in that place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God.
In the same place where God told us we weren't gonna be his people no more, he said he was gonna redeem us back to being the sons of the living God. A lot of people don't really understand what's going on in the New Testament because they don't know about the prophecies. Prophecies in the Old Testament where God actually cast out the children of Israel. He called them hard-head, stiff-necked. Boy, if that don't fit niggas, everything he said about us in the scriptures fit us. We can see it right now. And I can see why the Lord will be done with them. I mean, ain't y'all done with niggas? Do you have somebody in your family that you just tried to help over and over and over again, and it turned out and went left? Yeah. That's us. That's Israel. So now if the white man gonna say he Israel, if he gonna say he Israel, then he got to admit to being stiff-necked, hard-headed, and going against the Most High as well, right? He'll never admit to that. That's because they want the promises that come along with being Israel, but they have not taken on the curses and the punishment that come along with being Israel. That's the problem, right? What you have to understand is like, um, that's another reason why we go to the curses when it comes to, oh, they like, prove you an Israelite, prove you an Israelite. Well, let's go to these curses. Ain't nobody been through what we've been through. you, you don't know my struggle, so you can't feel my hustle. You don't know what I done been through. You feel me? Listen, they were all the blessings that come along with being the Lord's people, but they ain't go through none of the stuff that they ain't go through none of the stuff that we had to go through. Yeah, I see it, but I'm scared to touch it and invite people in it because it might kick me out again. Let me see if it will work like this. Let's try it. Let's try it. Halak Kadash, you there?
Come, sir.
I'm talking about on the YouTube.
Oh, I gotta unmute my mic. So like it.
Hey, you might want to mute this one, the one on the Bigo. Matter of fact, I'll kick it down. Let's try it for a minute. All right. Chaazaqthamar, you there?
Shalom, Lord in Christ.
Hey, Shalom, Lord Christ.
Hey, Shalom, Lord Christ.
Well, that thing acting like an ex-girlfriend. She don't want you till you go somewhere else. I say, forget it. I'm just gonna be on YouTube. And then I'm just gonna be on Bigo. Then the YouTube want to work. I gave you a chance. I gave you a chance, sis. Here, won't you till you got somebody else, man? That's how it works. That's life. All right, cool. Anyone of y'all got any questions?
Salagio.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
What book and chapter? Where we at in the Bible? Where we at?
We was reading the book of Hosea. The book of Hosea, that was chapter 1. I read 9 and 10. That's what you think, Ashe. That's what you think. Good. Shalom, Yawakwayam, what's going on?
Shalom, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Barakatah.
Hey, Salak, yes, sir.
Yo.
Oh, yes, I gotta turn this. Salak, I'm sorry, sir. I had a question. I wanted to know.
Hold on one second, because Kawathon, that was the only question you had, was where were we at?
Kawakan, not a one.
All right, go ahead, Halak, you got it. Halak, you there?
Khan, sir.
In the meantime, give me 1 second, because I tried to do this earlier and wouldn't let me scroll. Shout out to Panama City in the building, Gainesville. These are cities in Florida for y'all who don't know. Lakeland in the building, Palm Coast in the building. Of course, Duval in the building, Ocala's in the building, Tampa's in the building, Lantana, Panama City's in the building, Orlando's in the building. Let's see, D-Land. I think that sister tried to come in. D-Land's in the building. Hell, Cape Town, South Africa's in a damn building. And run and tell that. Trooper Yawakwayam in the building. Go ahead, Halak. You got it out.
Khan, sir, at the water. I wanted to know because I know that the Brazilian people are our people, right? But Like I know that there's some type of form of witchcraft that the Bible speaks of, right? So there's a Brazilian lady who has over like 1 point something million followers, maybe more than that, right? And she's been like making like these psychic predictions that done came to pass, right? And done actually done took place, like the attempted assassination of Donald Trump, etc. Right? So there's gonna be a soccer event here in Miami, right? That's gonna be either the 24th or either the 26th this week. And she predicted that a mothership is gonna come hover over the Miami stadium and
Holy shit.
uh like extract 700 people up out of there, right? So I don't
Really?
believe that this is so like it, sir.
Nah, go ahead. I was just doing my little ad libs. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't believe that this is gonna happen, but I wanted to know from a biblical standpoint, what was your opinion of this topic, and if there was any form of sorcery like this, like
I don't know this particular lady, right? Hold on 1 second. I don't know this particular lady, but what y'all tapping into is a very old, I don't know if you would call it a trick or I don't know. Witchcraft would work if you would like to use that term, but sometimes they just be lying. I don't know if y'all ever seen it was an old movie back in the days called Ghost. Y'all ever seen that movie? I think it was Whoopi Goldberg. She was playing a lady that could talk to the dead, and she'll be
Con, I
like,
don't want
people will
one.
come sit in front of her and she'll be like, "Yeah, your grandmama is speaking to me right now. She says she loves you very much," and she was playing. And then the white man, who's a real ghost, shows up, and now he actually talking to her, and she want him to go away, right? Sometimes these people be playing around and they actually tap into something. You got to remember there are evil spirits that dwell, and some of them work for the Most High, right? Remember when Satan showed up in Matthew chapter 4 with Yahweh Shai, he was actually quoting scriptures. He was like, yo, so go and throw yourself off. It says in the scriptures that, the angels will catch you. You won't even dash your foot on the stone. He was saying different things like that, right? Hold on. Give me 1 Samuel 28 and verse 3. This Halak, if you could read it for me, and you're gonna have to make sure you're hearing me on the StreamYard because I think it's a little delay on the Bigo, and I heard myself in the background. It's like a little echo. So once again, if y'all have any questions, go and put it in the chat. Now we down to 30 minutes. Halak, you there?
kind of one concert. It is still a delay, but
Uh,
you said First Samuel
28,
15.
28 and 3. I might have to read it out.
Kind of one This is book of First Samuel, the book 28.
It's a hell of a delay.
It's a delay.
Yeah, just let me do it. All right. First Samuel chapter 28, verse 3. Now Samuel was dead And all of Israel had lamented him and buried him in Ramah, even his own city. And Saul had put away those that had familiar spirits and the wizards out of the land. And the Philistines gathered themselves together and came and pitched in Shannon. And Saul gathered all Israel together and they pitched in Gilboa. So what's going on is Saul is the first king of Israel. Samuel is the priest. He's been advising Saul his whole career as a king since the Lord raised him up as his anointed. Now Samuel is dead. I mean, Samuel is dead, and Saul has to go against these Philistines. So they gather up, they on the other side, the Israelites are on this side. And verse 5, and when Saul saw the host of the Philistines, he was afraid, and his heart greatly trembled. And when Saul inquired of the Lord answered him not. So the Lord ain't dealing with Saul, neither by dreams nor by Urim. What the Urim is if they couldn't come up with something, the Levites had this thing called the Urim and the Thummim, where they would throw the dice up against the wall, and whatever they got would help them make a decision. Don't ask me. Ask the Most High, nor by the prophets. So ain't no prophet speaking to him. He ain't getting no answer from the Urim or from a dream, and the Lord ain't answering him. Verse 7. Then says Saul unto his servants, seek me a woman that have a familiar spirit. Now, if you don't understand what a familiar spirit is, it's a woman who has a spirit on them. You would call them like they got on Bigo. They got these women that give you a reading. She's going to read your spirit. She just met you 5 minutes ago. She's going to tell you everything that happened to you, your past relationship, all your kids, how you grew up, and to solve all your problems in 30 minutes just by talking to you. You know, as women on the app, on Bigo app, a lot that do that every day. They're going to give you a reading, right? They also will be in your inbox on Facebook giving you a reading. Well, they have sent that same reading to thousands of people. And some dummy gonna be like, oh, this is me right here. They know me. How do they know me? They feel like you're underappreciated. People don't respect you. You fought so hard for people and they don't go back. You're like, yeah, that's me. Because the shit fit everybody. That's what it is. It's that everybody done been through that. Because we've been through it. Nobody appreciates you. You work so hard and nobody respects you and all this other crazy nonsense they're going to give you. And if you're crazy enough, you'll say, they know what they're talking about. I want to talk to them some more. And they'd be like, yeah, send me $5. We have a conversation. Send me $10. Send me $20. And then now you want more. You want more. They call it a soothsayer. In the scriptures, they call it a familiar spirit. Because sometimes they can actually tap in to something that is a bit on the left-hand side, if you will, something that God didn't want you to tap into, right? The astrology in the stars and all of this other stuff, there's something that has something to do with it where it might not be wrong all the time. It could be right sometimes, but it's a level of spirituality that God didn't have you tapping into because he wanted you to come to him like he went to. The prophets like Saul went to. The Urim is something they added, right? But he wasn't getting no answer from none of them. So he was like, I just kicked all of the what they call them? They call them the seers. They used to call them seers. You know what I'm saying? You got your Miss Cleo and you got your this person and that person that will read they're gonna give you a palm reading or read your astrological things. It's like opening up the damn fortune cookie and this is about me. It's all people want to know is what's gonna happen to them in the future. And the Most High done broke it down. If you do it, the Lord say you'll be fine. If you don't do it, anything what you got, what's gonna go to him. So Verse 7, then said Saul unto his servants, seek me a woman that have a familiar spirit, that I may go to her and inquire of her. And his servants said unto him, behold, there is a woman that have a familiar spirit at Endor. And Saul disguised himself. So now he's the king. He done kicked all the people with familiar spirits out. Nah, y'all can't come around here. This is holy ground. We are a holy people. We don't deal with stuff like this, right? He disguised himself and put on other raiment, and he went, and two men with him, and they came to the woman by night. So they trying to sneak and go talk to her. He said, I pray thee, divine unto me, or divine unto me by the familiar spirit, and bring me up, whom I shall name unto thee. So he's saying, I want you to go speak. Like some people will be like, talk to my grandma, go talk to my auntie, go talk to my dead wife or my dead child or somebody like that. He's saying, hey, can you bring this person up for me? And the woman said unto him, behold, thou knowest what Saul have done, how he have cut off those that have familiar spirits. So she's scared off top. Hey, look, I ain't even supposed to be doing this. I ain't supposed to be doing this. Saul, the king, that already said that anybody who's doing this, he done cut off, and the wizards out of the land. Wherefore then layest thou a snare for my life to cause me to die? Is you coming here to set me up? That's what she asked him. Verse 10, and Saul sware to her by the Lord, saying, as the Lord liveth, there shall no punishment happen to thee for this thing. Then said the woman, who shall I bring unto thee? And he said, bring me up Samuel. So he want to talk to the prophet. He wants Samuel back, but Samuel's dead. You ain't supposed to be talking to the dead. It's in our law. Anyways, and when the woman saw Samuel, she cried with a loud voice. Now, this is what happened in the movie Ghost. Remember, she was playing, acting like, oh, yeah, there go your grandma, there go your cousin, there go this person. Well, when Samuel actually came up, the woman cried with a loud voice, and the woman spake to Saul, saying, why hast thou deceived me? For thou art Saul. Ain't that something? Now she see everything. She done really seen that she can bring people up when she was just playing on people for money. And now she sees who he really is. He the person that gave the decree that they shouldn't have been there doing that. Verse 13, and the king said unto her, be not afraid, for what sawest thou? And the woman said unto Saul, I saw gods, with an S, ascending out of the earth. And he said unto her, what form is he of? And she said, an old man cometh, and he is covered with a mantle. And Saul perceived that it was Samuel. Let me read that part. And Saul perceived that it was Samuel. And he stooped with his face to the ground and bowed himself. And Samuel said to Saul, why hast thou disquieted me to bring me up? And Saul answered, I am sore distressed, for the Philistines make war against me, and God is departed from me, and answer me no more, neither by the prophets, nor by dreams. Therefore I have called thee, that thou mayest make known unto me what I shall do. And then said Samuel, wherefore then dost ask of me, seeing the Lord is departed from thee and has become thine enemy? Like, what you want me to do? God, he gone. He done took his spirit from you, and now he your enemy. And the Lord have done to him as he spake by me. So Samuel already told him if he went against the Lord that God was going to leave him, take his spirit from him, and he wasn't going to be with him no more. Then he said, he spake by me, for the Lord have rent the kingdom out of thy hand and has given it unto thy neighbor, even unto David. So he's telling you, I told you, Lord, you the Lord's anointed, and when you went against God, he going to take the kingdom from you and give it to David. Because thou obeyed not the voice of the Lord, nor executed his fierce wrath upon Amalek, therefore have the Lord done this thing unto thee this day. Moreover, the Lord will also deliver Israel with thee into the hands of the Philistines. So he already said, you finna lose. That's what you wanted to hear? Now, this is the reason for me. right? That was a demon that was controlled by the Most High. However, it did tell him the truth. He did fall to the Philistines. And he got this information from a woman who was not of God, from a spirit that was designed to look like Samuel. It was in the spirit of Samuel, but Samuel was dead. The Lord sent that spirit unto Saul and gave him what he asked for. You want to know what's going to happen? Okay, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You keep inquiring about the future, and the Lord going to send a, and you ain't going to want to hear what's going to happen. Now, a lot of these people be playing games. They in it for the money. They just, know it is something that they could tell you that sounds good. If you don't hurry up, you're going to lose out on this marriage, or you're going to lose out on your deal at work. But you're going to become partner if you work real hard. Duh, nigga. This is how it works. So as far as this lady you talking about, she may mess around and get some things right. Now, let's just say on the 26th, 7,000 people. 7,000 people. That's what she said, right, Halak? I'll wait 5 minutes for you to answer that. I'm going to keep talking because it's a 5-minute delay. 7,000 people get taken up into a spaceship in Miami. We as Israelites will rejoice because, of course, we crazy thinking that the Lord take people up into a spaceship. But we've been saying it since 69. We've been saying it since we read Ezekiel. And he was talking about them since he took up Christ, right? That's a bit extreme of an idea for her to make up. But at the same time, it may give the Israelites some hope that we can get the hell up out of here. And Donald Trump ain't going to kill us all with the foolishness he doing. I don't know, Halak, if this woman is doing something right or doing something evil. I can't make that call. I don't even know if she's right about what she's saying. There's big coincidences that happen, and people will say, the Lord told him to do that. The Lord told me to tell you. And here now and then she was right. People be like, hey, she told me. Sister Magaline told me, she said it. She was right. And she told me this 3 years ago. She just happened to be right. She just happened to be right. Or, the Lord could be using this lady to, actually tell niggas what's about to happen to them. I can't really say for sure. All I can tell you is either way it's the Most High, because he controls good and evil. Give me Isaiah 45. Isaiah 45, I believe it is. I make peace and I cause war. I, the Lord, do all these things. Isaiah 45 and 7. Halak. You got it?
Can you hear me, sir?
I might have to have you come back on. Yeah, I can hear you. All right, I'm going to read it. Watch you start reading. I got a little feedback too. Check it out. Isaiah 45 and 5. I am the Lord, and there is none else. There is no God beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me, that there is none beside me. I am the Lord, and there is none else. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. Let me read that again. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I am the Lord. Drop down, ye earth open, and let them bring forth salvation. Let the righteousness spring up together. I, the Lord, have created it. All right. So the Most High is saying right here, everything from the good and the bad, he's still in control of it. Whether this woman is seeking to try to do something that's on the left-hand side, God controls the evil angels. That's in the Psalms. God controls that. There is no power more powerful than the Most High. None. So if something is going on, he's either making it happen or he's allowing it to happen. He either making it happen or he allowing it to happen. So if this woman just happens to be right, which I hope she is, I hope it happens. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't believe her. I think she's full of shit. But I hope it happens so that we'll know that, you know what I'm saying, we can get taken up out of here too. Swing down, sweet chariot, come forth and carry me home. I don't want to go to work tomorrow.
Salakia, sir, can we make a trip down there?
I don't want to.
Just in case
Hey!
it does happen, we can get raptured up too.
I know that's right. Look. Hey.
That's a good idea.
Locke say, I don't want to go. I'm tired. I don't want to go. I don't want to go back to Moncrief. Damn, boy.
You're thinking about
the devil done put a hurt on us, boy. We would go out. This could get it out of here. This is the hell that we going through in America. Hey, I got a hell of a laugh. Wakwayam, I know it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Where you at? You got any questions?
Salakia Alawan. Seeing as how we are in the book of Samuel, Salakia, you can hear me, Alawan. You can hear me, Alawan?
In the book of Samuel.
Salakia, Isaiah 48 and 1.
Nah, I got a feeling everybody else can hear you, but I can't. Give me a second. Try to make this work. All right, go ahead and say what you were saying.
Khan Alawan Khan. The book of Isaiah 48 and verse 1.
You need a breakdown?
I just wanted to know, or come forth out of the waters of Judah. What do they mean by that? Are they referring to rivers or?
All right. Prognosticators. So, hold on 1 second. All right, go ahead and read it.
Khan Alawan Khan. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 48 and verse 1. Hear this, O house of Jacob, which are called by the name of Israel, and are come forth out of the waters of Judah, which swear by the name of the Lord, and make mention of the God of Israel, but not in truth nor in righteousness.
Keep going.
Verse 2, for they call themselves of the holy city.
All right, so hear ye this, O house of Jacob. Now, you got to remember, you had the house of Judah, right? And then the house of Israel. The house of Israel was the 10 tribes that left, right? They left Judah. Benjamin was the only one that stood with Judah and said what the Lord said, who was going to be king. That's who's going to be the king. The other 10 tribes was like, we're not going to follow David's children. We don't like them. They don't run things right. We don't give a damn what God said. We're going to make our own nation and have our own king. That's what they said. So they left out of Judah, or they left from among the children of Israel kingdom, right? Then you had the southern kingdom, which was Judah. And you know, they even had wars against each other. In Isaiah chapter 7, you'll see them going to war with each other. And the sign was a virgin having a son, neither before that child grew long enough, old enough to know the good from the evil. Then these two kings that was fighting against each other in Judah and in Israel would be dead. I think it said, I might be misquoting that. But right here it's talking about those 10 tribes that left from up under the nation of Israel, the original Jacobites, right? And made their own nation. So up from the waters of Judah is separating from the going with the flow, if you will. You ever heard that term, go with the flow? They went against the grain. The flow was that God said that David, his sons would sit on the throne. They went against that flow and said, we're going to do our own thing and make our own king, and we're going to have our own nation of people. And 10 of the tribes left and only 2 stayed, 2.5, because half of the Levites was already with Judah and Benjamin, and the other half went with the northern kingdom. All right.
Khan.
Did I answer your question?
The what other one? Another one, Khan.
All right, Moses. Levant Marie Reed. Levant Marie Reed. You're gonna have to put the question in the chat, or you can come up and ask the question. Let me see if I can get it right here. Let me see if I can get it right here.
Sir?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's your question?
My question is about Levi. Why God cursed their rage and make them small amongst the other tribes? Like, why he scatter us?
So you have to go to. It wasn't a curse. It actually was a blessing. He didn't make them small. What he did was he made sure that some of Levi was there to govern all of the other 11 tribes. Levi became what the children of Israel was supposed to be. All right. And what the children of Israel was supposed to be was the mediators between God and everybody else on the planet. But when he come down, Moses come down, and they got a golden calf, and they worshiping the gods of Egypt. The Lord said, I'm going to destroy all of them and start over and make a nation out of you. And Moses pled with the Most High and said, please don't forget your covenant you said with Abraham. And don't forget what you promised our forefather, Jacob. And don't forget what you promised. He laid it on thick. General Muhammad read this at the Passover, right? And the Lord and Moses pled for the children of Israel. And that's why I don't be understanding these Old Testament only, who's saying that one person can't stand for the entire nation. Moses did. He could have just took what the Lord said and said, oh, we're going to be the Moses. The Levites was chosen, right? And Israel. They was the nation of priests when the entire nation was supposed to be a nation of priests. They became the priests. All right. So he didn't scatter them like to make them small, but they had a duty. And like they spread out. Let's say you got the land of Reuben, you got the land of Simeon, you got the land of Judah, you got the land of Ephraim. You would have Levites in all of these lands. So they wouldn't inherit the land. They actually, their inheritance was the 10% of everything that everybody else had. They didn't have to farm. They didn't have to have animals. They didn't have to do the things that all the other people did. Their work was the work of God. So when you say, it seems as if he scattered them, they couldn't just be one group of people in one place, because the God has service for them in all 12 tribes, if you will. All right. So hopefully I answered the question. Let me see if I can get you a script. I got one on the top of my head, but I don't know where it's at. Let me look it up real quick, and I'll get you one for that. Anybody else got any questions? We're running out of time. Nobody? All right, let's go to Deuteronomy 18. I'll read it for the sake of if we have a delay. I don't want to have a brother keep reading where I need him to stop at. All right. Shalom, sis. Down there in Fort Myers. Deuteronomy 18. It says, and 1, Deuteronomy 18 and 1, the priests, the Levites, and all the tribe of Levi shall have no part nor inheritance with Israel. They shall eat the offerings of the Lord. So when people brought stuff to the Lord, it was given to the Levites, right? Made by fire and his inheritance. Therefore shall they have no inheritance among their brethren. The Lord is their inheritance, as he hath said unto them. And this shall be the priest due from the people, from them that offer a sacrifice, whether it be an ox or sheep, and they shall give unto the priest the shoulder and the 2 cheeks and the maw, the first fruits also of thy corn, of thy wine, and of thine oil, and the first of the fleece of thy sheep shall thou give him. For the Lord thy God hath chosen him out of all thy tribes to stand and to minister in the name of the Lord, him and his sons forever. And if a Levite come for any of thy gates out of all Israel where he sojourned, and come with all the desire of his mind unto the place where the Lord shall choose, then he shall minister in the name of the Lord his God, and all his brethren, as all his brethren, the Levites do, which stand there before the Lord. All right. So if you keep going all the way, I think down, it'll tell you about how he's making the Levites there. All right. Making them the go-between between God and the children of Israel, in the same way that Israel was supposed to be the go-between between God and the other nations. All right. So that would be that question. Anybody else got any questions? Anybody? See in chat. See no questions. Look like y'all know the we don't even need to have class. We should just stop having class and just transition to the chariots. So this weekend to this game and hope that the Lord just raise us up on the chariots. What y'all think about that? That sound good? You want to catch a flight over here to Miami? We just gonna go
So
up on
like
the
the other
chariot.
one, I might get the UFO ride. Other one.
In job, we gonna be rich tomorrow.
So lucky, I might catch a UFO ride.
You say tell the chariot to come get you from Cape Town. You got gas money?
Other one.
Hey, y'all gotta stop and pick up. Y'all gotta stop and pick up my brother. Y'all gotta pick up my brother. He got gas money, man.
10 stops with that chariot.
He was still saving for the Passover, but you know what? We ain't gotta do all that.
Good.
That's crazy. All right, well, if that's it, nobody got any questions. Let me do this real quick. Since I don't ever get to do this, I'll do it now. Let's see. See if I'm gonna have time. Nope, I ain't gonna be able to do it. Let's see. Maybe. Maybe. That let's do it like this right here. Say amajum, which means to stand. Upon your aquadum means to turn and face the east. Sisters, you can stand too. Let's see. Which way is the east? All right. I had this. All right. We're gonna say this thing. Because it looked like west. Let's pray real quick, since I don't never have time to do this in the library. Upon Yakodom means turn and face the east. Just repeat after me. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemaya, Kodash, Haya, Yahweh, Malakwa, Wa'a, Ratazaka, Haya, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Nathananawa, Come, Cal, Yawam, Wasalakanawa, Tabawaf now. Kasalat now. Tabawaf ya now. Wala'a. Tabiyai now. Banasaya 1. Abal. Hawashah. Hamalakwath. Waha'ala. Hatapara. In the English name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. So be it. All right, Yad Yamatah, that means hands down. Sorry, you could turn. Sisters, you may be seated. We're going to give up one courtesy salute. One courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Abajim Shabbat, Imajim Barak. There go that delay. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barakatham. All right, sisters may stand. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters in the class. Sorry to the sisters, men of Israel, Imajim Shabbat, Imajim Barak, Yahweh Shemar, Adam Hashem Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Matah. If y'all need me, call me. Oh, you know what? The one thing that I gotta say, everybody who comes into school is off limits for 6 months. Leave them damn people alone. Let them share themselves for the world. After 6 months, a brother or sister, if they have interest in a particular person, can request to talk to that person. There's another 6 months where they will court each other, and then they will have to request permission to marry. All right? If you want to be a trooper in the school, give me a call, 904-455-183. All right, shalom. Shalom, Israel.
Shalom.